Welcome to the For Real Though Show, the podcast with a purpose for the peoples. I am your host, Christopher Keith. Welcome. Thank you for joining me. I've been promising y'all a good time. Y'all know me, man. I be talking about all the serious stuff, all the critical thinking stuff, and I have a lot of fun with that. That's very near and dear to my heart. But I am also like very silly, very strange, and I love to laugh. I love to talk about crazy, ignorant stuff, right? And so for that, I didn't want to just do that on my own. I brought us a very special guest, someone who's very near and dear to my heart. You haven't met her before, but her name is April, and April is my cousin. My cousin from Peoria, Illinois, straight out the hood, just a couple hours north of East St. Louis, where I'm from. We just spent many a family reunion. We was in family reunion together last year in Louisville. I had a softball tournament there, and we got to get together, and I got to meet up with some people. So, for those who don't know, like April and I are really tight. Like we're really tight, and so we talk about a lot of stuff. Okay, I'm gonna try not. We're gonna be cussing, I already know, but for the sake of my mother, I'm gonna try not to be so bad with it. But when we talk, man, we just be talking. We just be getting down. So we were talking the other day about black etiquette and rules. Okay. And we just kind of laughed about them, like evaluating them and stuff. And I just said, man, you know what? This would be a great topic to talk to the people about. So, with black etiquette and rules, I can say, like, I can't say like if black people are the only, I know that all cultures, races, if you will, race is a social construct we know, but every culture has its own like dynamics, right? They got their own little idiosyncrasies of what they can do, what they can't do, right? And so my cousin and I, we were just discussing these different trees and stuff. And we want to explore some of them publicly, right? So we're gonna start from some smaller ones, and then we're gonna work our way through them. Okay. But before we do that, I just want to introduce you, April. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for joining the For Real Though show.
Thank you. Thank you, Cuz. Thank you, Chris, for having me. This is going to be quite interesting. I appreciate it.
All right. So to that degree, we just want to warn you guys that with this conversation, yeah, you see there she hit it. She hit it right there. She let you know she's got white, I have red. Like Billy Joel, a bottle of red, a bottle of white. It all depends upon your appetite. I'll meet you anywhere you want, an Italian restaurant. See, I'm already going there. I'm already anyway. So, all right. So the first topic we're going to discuss in these black etiquette and rules. Let's say there's an event. And this is a public event, and all of these are, black folk scenarios now. So walk with me here. White folks, you're welcome to watch. You may not be, you can comment on your own, on your own. I can't control what you say at home, but otherwise, I would suggest you just listen and enjoy yourself. What you think, April?
I think they should just listen and enjoy themselves
Okay,
because
okay,
they,
cool, cool.
they wouldn't understand this.
Okay, okay. And that ain't no
Trust me.
shade. It's no shade because I might not
Okay.
know what's going on at your picnic and stuff. You know what I'm saying? And I'm cool with that. I'm cool with that. Let's just learn. Okay. So you're at a family related, friend or family related event. And there's this thing called CP time. And I know people, I have to say, especially black women who refuse to show up on time, generally because, and this is what I hear, I don't want to be the first one there, right? I don't want to look thirsty. I don't want to look desperate. So, this event starts at 7 o'clock. Number one, April.
Yeah.
What time should people show up? And what time do you show up?
Personally, I think people should be at least 15 minutes early. And I'm going to be 15 minutes early,
So
but
you're at a quarter to seven.
I'm at a quarter to seven, 6:30. You got to be on time. But a lot of people that I know show up. What time was the event again? 7 o'clock.
7 o'clock. We
Oh,
said seven.
7:30, 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock. I'm like, why? And we have this thing, CP time. What does that mean?
Okay, so for those who don't know, white people, colored people's time.
Okay.
I
And
don't know
again,
how we got. It ain't like we the only ones that's ever late for stuff. Like, so that's got to
touche,
be like some bullshit right there. You know what I'm
that
saying?
part.
Like, that's some bullshit. We know that,
It's real bullshit.
right? But with the bullshit, we will say the things and define them so that we're on track and we can have we can have traction with the viewers. Okay, but don't get it twisted. We know where the bullshit is.
Exactly. With
Okay.
the ones that's always late,
Yeah.
so the bullshit coming from the unorganized, got an excuse for every time you show up at something, you late. And
Mm.
then you want to stay at the event 3 hours after it's over because you just got there. Now make that shit make sense. And if I'm hosting, that means I've been up 4, 5, 6 hours or the day before preparing it for you not to show up on time. That's a
Mm.
Black people rule you can miss me on.
Oh Lord Jesus.
Yes, that's some tacky shit. It is tacky.
Okay, so what percentage of the people like, okay, so you host an event, you down there in Dallas doing your thing, you know what I'm saying? You host an event at your house. You
Yes.
know, you got a beautiful home, you got the thing going on in the backyard, you got the joints going with it, you got the music, the cigars, you got the liquor, you got everything going on, the tent up, the food is all, in the tin foil and stuff, and with the little heater things up under it, right? You all
Absolutely.
there. Seven
Yeah.
o'clock, you know, percentage of people showing up on time at your event. Generally speaking.
Generally speaking, yes.
How how many? What's the percentage showing on time? Showing up on time. Generally speaking.
If I'm being honest,
Oh, that's what we're here for.
I do have, I'll be honest, a good 75 to 80% do show up on time.
Okay. Okay, that's a pretty good percentage.
It is a pretty good percentage. And then you have that
The other ones.
the other ones, no text, no nothing. And then they show up and they be like, oh, where the food? Where the drinks? Where this? I'm like, hey, whatever's left is left. It's on you. I said 7. You didn't say you was gonna be late. You didn't say you was stuck in traffic. You didn't say you had to drop your dog off at the vet. So I'm gonna hold it up to wait on you to get here. Oh no, nah, baby, I ain't able to do that. No, I'm the guest that wanted to be here showed up on time. Again, CP time. Can somebody tell me where the hell did that generate from? Where we get that from?
So again, I'm just telling you what I heard. You have you
Yeah, you
you've
tell
never
me. Tell me, because you're a
so
book of knowledge, so I love it. Come
no
on.
no no. I've told you what I heard, which is the people they feel like it's a fashion taboo. Not even a taboo like it's bad luck, but it's a bad look to be there first.
So it's
Like
not
they want to
bad
make
look.
a like they want to make an interest, so they want to come in when the shit is already popping, as opposed to as the shit starts to pop or making the shit pop along with whoever.
Oh, okay.
That's that's what I've
So
heard.
that's
That
what you heard. Okay.
not the
Okay.
explanation per se, but the part about. I mean, I'm giving my own conclusion as to why they say they don't want to be there first on time.
Well, I had someone, we had some guests one night and we had this whole debate about this particular topic. I said it was disrespectful
Mm-hmm.
because I played all this time. I didn't ask you to bring a dish, a drink, a rock, nothing. I just asked you to come, be on time. I'm spending days and hours prepping, getting this stuff together solo. Just show up on time. And a female said, well, if it's just a gathering, I'll just show up when I show up because it's not a dinner or anything like, nothing like it's not like a dinner that I have to be there at a certain, it's just a gathering. And I was like, okay, that's fine. But what gathering have you been to at my house that did not consist of food, drinks, and participation?
Mm.
And she was like, well, that's just my thought. And I don't need to be on time, nor do I need to advise you that I'm going to be late. I said, that's fine. You don't. But in my mind, that's disrespectful as hell. And if you don't have respect for my time and my effort, you won't be on the invite list again.
That was going to be my next question.
No, because you're not respecting all the work that goes into it. And if you show up when you show up, and that's fine. Like I said, I can respect how you feel because how you feel is how you feel. But you got to respect how I feel. But she got in her feelings and said that I was calling her disrespectful. Well, yeah, your attendance and how you feel about what I'm doing, you're not taking in consideration of the host.
Okay, so the nerd in me is going to come out now, and I'm going to ask the question. Do you think that she resisted the message itself because she was embarrassed, took offense or whatever, or the substance of the literal substance of the message that I could just come whenever I want?
I think she took it personal,
Okay.
that as if I was attacking her, calling her disrespectful. And it was just a general statement. But I do think, and it's just my opinion, that if you invite me to something, whether it's throwing rocks together or having a gathering or an intimate dinner, time is important. Because if you're not showing up, and mind you, like I said earlier, they was the last one to leave my house. I'm ready for you to get out. Get the
Okay.
hell
So
out.
I was going to ask you about this. So what
Get
time are
the
we
hell
talking about?
out. You
What time
get
are we
here.
talking about? What time are we talking about?
The gathering started, I want to say 6:30, 7 o'clock.
Mm-hmm.
12:30, 1 o'clock, you still at my house. Everybody else gone. Why you still here? Oh, I know. Because you just got here and you ready to party. Come on, sis, make that shit make sense. I said, no. Not only did you disrespect all of the work I put into making this happening, now you don't want me to go to bed because you ain't ready to leave. But if you had came on time, you would have had a lot of more fun with everybody else that was at the crib having a good time. Yeah.
Okay.
So now I'm up entertaining yo ungrateful ass. What? I'm just saying, cuz. Well, like I said.
Okay. Hey, fair enough. Fair enough. Fair
Mm-hmm.
enough. So, hey, y'all, when y'all make y'all comments, let us know how you feel about that. Do you show up on time? Or do you feel like it's got to be formal or something like really formal? And if you don't show up on time, why? Is it because you're just late or, is this purposeful or I don't know. I don't know. Comment because I like to know. I like to know. I like to get a consensus on this thing. So, was there anything else you want to say on this subject before I go to the next thing?
I don't know.
Okay.
Period.
All right, cool. Okay. So, in adjacent to that, same type of event, except, you know, um, it could be your event, it could be a picnic, it could be, just whatever, black people congregating together and they agreed upon a theme. Okay. And everyone's bringing something though. So instead of you preparing everything and having everything ready, people are bringing something. Somebody might bring food, soda, drink, water, potato salad, whatever, right? Potluck, y'all doing a
Exactly.
whole big whatever, okay?
Got you.
So, all right. So, when the event is over, if there's soda left, drink left, right? Your potato salad or whatever, your greens, your Hennessy, do you A, leave it at the place or leave it with the host, or B, take that shit back home?
I have a twofold on that one. I have a twofold on that one, because I'm gonna say if it's at a park and it's like a reunion or something and everybody's bringing something at the park, we all doing something that's fair game. You know
Hmm.
what? Most people, well, I'll just take these sodas back, or in our family, the host, they'll say, hey, we doing this tomorrow. You take all this with you and we can bring some of this stuff back tomorrow.
Hmm.
Or even, my experience, aunts and grandmas and stuff. Hey, Who want this cake? Who want that?
Yes,
You
true.
don't just go back, even at the park, and just like, oh, I'm taking this back, I'm taking that back. And most family members already, the liquor already on their shoulder. They ain't just putting it on the table. So let's not act like that's the thing where we doing it and we putting it on the table. I mean, so that you sharing it. So that's my thought if it's in the house. But when it's at my house and I'm the host and you bringing all that to the house, you take that back. That's tacky as hell. That is tacky. That's all kind of foul because I'm like, if that ain't a black, a white, Asian, whatever etiquette, that's just, I mean, come on, that's some common shit. It's the host. It's at my place. I'm inviting you in. And I guarantee you what you bring in ain't supplying for everybody. Because even if I say BYOB, most of the time you bring in the smallest and you gonna keep that in your purse.
Oh
But you
Lord.
drink, but you drinking all my shit, and then be like, oh, you know, again, you won't believe I've had this type of stuff happen.
Oh, do tell, do tell. We want to
Oh my
hear it.
God.
Tell the tea.
Again,
Let's go. Let's go. Let's
man,
hear
we
from.
have a lot of gatherings at this spot. We have a
Okay.
lot of gatherings. Like you say, we got the patio, we be out chilling. Had a couple come. They bring their drinks on a rolling cooler at that. Don't
Oh
forget
shit.
that.
Oh,
On
so
a
they come
rolling
in, they
cooler.
come in, they come in correct. They come in with it.
Yeah. And it stayed at the husband's side. You drinking everything at our bar, everything in our cooler. Party's over. Your stuff didn't get open.
Oh, so this shit was there for show.
You didn't open your shit, but you drunk. And y'all drinking all of our shit. And then when you get ready to leave, the wife goes, oh, I'm going to take this back. Nobody opened it. They didn't drink it. I was
By
like,
design. By
I said,
design.
excuse me, that's because you were invited to a party and we was loaded. So, but you drunk all my shit, but you want to take your shit back. I was like, and that was the last time because they did it before. They took food back with them the last time. They was like, oh, can I take this cake back home? I'm going to take that. No, they didn't say, they didn't ask could they do it. They just took the damn cake back. And I tell my husband, I was like, that's some bullshit. Do you see? They actually took everything they brought, they took it back with them. And then when she go to take it, I'm like, look, enough is enough. This drink, you're gonna leave it here. You do realize you drunk all my shit, and now you okay with taking yours. I said, you good with that? Okay, it's okay. I'll leave it. Like you were doing me a damn favor. Black people, I'm telling you, are people. Well, I was like, and I was talking about it to my husband. He was like, well, what's the big deal? I don't know. That ain't no problem for me. I was like, that's tacky. I said, that's tacky. So I
Okay,
don't
so
know.
so I'm gonna have
What
to.
you think?
No, no.
What you
Yeah,
think?
I'm glad you asked me because I want this to be a back and forth, and I don't want to put all the answers on you. Okay, so as far as coming to the crib, the first scenario, if I'm bringing liquor to the crib, you know what? I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say this
Mm-hmm.
because there are levels, and I think we have to give an appreciation for levels per relationship. Now, if I go over somebody's house that I really like get down with for real, like I was thinking about, I was in St. Louis a couple weeks ago, and before I went there, I went over my partner's house and spent the night, the first night. And I brought some stuff, I brought some cigars. He had some liquor, and I brought some other stuff. Everything I brought, I left. You know,
Right.
like I had some all natural like homemade bug spray, like keep the mosquitoes off you. At his house, he got really bad mosquitoes and stuff. And it's all natural, like you could literally like spray it and you can go to bed with it because it's like literally, as Eddie Murphy would say, fruits and berries and stuff in it, right? But it's all
Okay.
that natural stuff that it smells really good. It's like I said, all natural. and you know, it keeps the bugs away. So now
It doesn't work.
yeah, it definitely works.
Oh, you know what to send me that after this. Go ahead.
Bet. Well, it's a sister from Chillicothe, Ohio that makes it. So she makes it herself. So it works. He liked it. So when I left the next morning, I left it there because I knew it ain't like he could just go to Walmart and grab some. You know what I'm saying? He liked
Right.
it. I left it for him and his family. You know what I mean? So if I brought some liquor over to his crib, I'm not gonna take that liquor back unless he say, "See, gonna take that back with you." You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be like,
I
"Hey,
agree.
it's just gonna leave it there." If I came to your house, I'm just gonna leave it there.
I
You
agree.
know, and people. So when I think about it, the people that I really rock with, for real, I'm gonna take this. I'm gonna leave that shit because I also know that if I come over there and I ain't got shit, you know what I'm saying? Like I can go over a partner house here in Columbus, one of my closest partners, and I might call him after I'm getting off the softball field, and I'll be like, "Hey, you smoking tonight?" Yeah. I'm like, "Well, I ain't trying to go home if I'm gonna drive all the way out to where you at. So you got something for me?" So you got something for me. And if you come to my house, I'm gonna have something for him. Like you ain't always got to bring your shit. Sometimes you just might be out here in these streets. You know what I mean? But
I
then
agree.
if you
Yeah.
pull up, whatever I got, you got.
Right.
I'm a community nigga that way.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
All
So
right,
so
community.
that's my natural thing. That is my natural thing. Now, if I go over somebody's house that I ain't never been over there, what I would probably do is peep the vibe. So I'm gonna be a follower. I'm not gonna be a leader. If I see everybody else taking their shit and it seems like that's what was expected, then I might take my shit.
That's tacky as hell. That's tacky, cuz.
I'm not saying
Don't let
I'm
me
right.
don't let me see you doing that. I'm gonna call you. I'll be like, man,
Well, obviously I'm gonna have to
if,
change it out because
no,
my
if
cousin
they
put me
didn't,
on blast.
man, cuz if you do that, I am gonna call you out. I'll be like, if you don't leave that shit right where it is, if they didn't say, hey, Chris, you can take this back with you. We good. We got enough of it. And you walk away with it because they're not on what level you think they are. Them the ones you should leave that shit with because they ain't on that level.
Hey, point well taken.
I'm like,
I got
don't
no
do it.
defense. I
Cause,
got no
cause,
defense.
cause you do that in my presence, I'm roasting you right there. Cause leave that shit there, dude. We could get some more. What the hell? Cause you tacky. Mm-mm, mm-mm.
So, and when I think about it too, I can't think I can't think of anything, especially recently, where I went to a place where it was somebody's crib. Now, it was more so like a BYOB at a public space. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That you can rent out. So, but I was just imagining, you know what I mean? But now, from now on, you know what I'm saying?
Stop, boy. Don't be
We got a new world order.
don't be tacky, cuz. Don't be
All
tacky.
right, all right. People know who watch my show. I tell on myself first. Have you
Yes.
not heard me say that?
Oh, yes, I have.
Okay, I
I
tell on
have.
myself first. So your boy ain't out here fronting.
Yeah. I'll be like, cuz, what? You did
But
what?
but y'all see, I can take correction. I can take counsel and correction. Okay, cool. Okay, so that's the first thing. The second thing, as far as taking food, or whatever, like to your yeah, taking food and stuff like that to the thing, or you know, yeah, man, I ain't picking it up. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not. They would literally. I've been places where they say we don't want all this food in the house. We're not going to eat all of this. Please take it.
Exactly. When you get that, it's okay to
Yeah.
take. And you know what? Most people would take the shit they didn't bring and leave they shit. I'll be like, that's probably why you knew that wasn't good. That was nasty. And
Well, that's because they wings was much better than your wings.
yes, or wait a minute. How about they take their stuff back and make to-go plates with all your other shit, but they take theirs back? That happens.
Okay, we getting to that. We getting there. You jumping ahead of me, cuz.
Ah, my bad.
Like you good, you good. So since we there, all right. So America, Black America, you leaving the event. You leaving the event. Now I ain't gonna even say a pic. I guess I could say picnic. I could say at your crib, right? Somebody's crib. They hosting. They the hostess with the mostest. Okay. People leaving. They getting up out the joint. You ain't heard no instructions. You ain't heard no specific instructions. What kind of damage you doing on that to-go plate? What kind of damage you doing? Because I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna go first on this one, cuz. Let me take the mic.
Please go ahead. I can't wait. I'm
Because I done
ready.
seen some shit, yo. I done seen some shit, yo. I done seen some shit. I've seen motherfuckers. I'm gonna go even further with you, player. I'm gonna go further with you. I done seen motherfuckers ain't brought a goddamn thing.
Mm, mm.
Okay? Ain't
Preach,
brought a goddamn thing.
preach.
These motherfuckers then got all the goddamn Reynolds wrap.
Yes, yes.
5011 paper plates.
Mm.
Okay? They shit piled up right here. They got 4, 5 of them joints.
Yes.
Walking out with that motherfucker.
Oh, yeah.
Okay? I've seen this on multiple occasions where I have sat
Agree.
there with my drink, listen to the music, and you know how we do. You know how
Yes.
we do. You know how we was
No, yeah.
raised.
Oh,
Like a lot
yeah.
of times, we don't say shit off the rip. We just watch a motherfucker for a while.
Just
We just
look
see
at
how
it.
they do it.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? We just want to see how y'all get
Yes.
down. You know what I'm
Yes.
saying? We just
Yes.
see. So, we watch it. You know what I'm saying? We're like, ain't this a bitch? You see that? You see her? You see this? Oh, yeah, her husband then came. Okay, so now you got it for the husband, the kids, the grandkids, the motherfucking dog, the parakeet. You know what I'm saying? You got all of this shit. And I'm like, so you doing big time damage. And it's like, I don't know. I be trying to figure out like, okay, so was they hungry? You know what I'm saying? Is it some lack at the crib? Times is tough. Or you just some greedy motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? You just taking advantage of a situation. So I've seen that. I've seen that multiple times in my adulthood. Now I'll be 60 in February, so that's a lot of motherfucking years. And I've seen it an awful lot. Not like you said, not asking, just doing. And for me, even with my ratchet ass, as you just called me a few minutes ago,
I ain't caught
I I would feel bad.
you.
I would feel embarrassed to be, you know what I'm saying?
I
Like
agree. I
piling up shit
agree. Yeah.
like more than
Yes.
one of anything, paper plate wise. Unless again I was given instruction, unless I asked for permission.
I agree.
You know what I'm saying? So that's been my experience. What about yours?
I have to agree. I've experienced the exact same things. So, we about the damn near the same age. You just 2 steps older than me.
Okay.
Um, so I've experienced all of that. How about the worst ones is you got individuals that come to your house. You got a whole spread. I'm gonna fix a plate. I'm gonna put this in a car, then I'm gonna come back and eat.
Oh, yo, I ain't never seen that one. That's a whole new game. I ain't never seen that one. Player, talk to
I
me.
said, excuse me.
Player, for
I was
real.
like,
Break this shit
and you
down.
say it so I can hear. And I'm like, let's not do that. I appreciate you think I'm a great cook. I appreciate that. But allow others to eat. And if there's any leftovers, you have my permission. At that, I'll fix you a to-go plate. I was like, but we can't do that.
Damn.
Yes.
So they
So
take it to go shit off the rip.
off the rip. You hear me? I was like, well, damn, where will you do that at? I was like, okay. I've seen it at reunions. I ain't gonna lie. Even at our reunion, I've seen some
Really?
shit like that happen.
Our people, our family, or our family's friends?
Our damn family. Shit. Shit. What you see? And you run into the car, a couple trips to the car. I'm like, everybody ain't made it to the park yet. Why the fuck we got? And we've called some of the family members out. It's probably a reunion you didn't attend. They be like, so and so, oh, so and so got something in her car, in their car. Go get that out your car because blank blank ain't ate yet. We need that.
So you mean to tell me that's why I ain't getting no motherfucking peach cobbler?
That's why no damn peach cobbler. So,
I've been hearing about this good ass
cause,
bomb peach cobbler. I'm betting them made. I'm
somebody
betting
had
them made
it
the
in
peach
the
cobbler. I'm
somebody
betting them
had
made
it
the
in that
peach
damn
cobbler.
car.
You know what I'm saying? Aunt Betty's peach cobbler is legendary. Everybody in Peoria know about Aunt Betty's peach cobbler.
I'm telling you,
And ain't no motherfucking peach cobbler. What the fuck happened?
kid you not, boy. It's been some crazy things. Being honest, we ain't gotta go outside of home to find a lot of this shit we talking about. It's at our front door. Knock knock, let's be real.
Hey. All right, so we got to do better. We got to do better.
We do. We gotta do better. We got to do better.
Okay. All right. All right. All right. America, I hope.
Over here got me crying.
I hope you enjoy this. Okay. Yeah, I know, man. I'm like, oh man.
Talk about my
I've
peace.
never
It's all out of
I
love,
have
but it's
learned
real.
something new today that people get the shit from the beginning.
Baby.
Now that's bold. You gotta admire the boldness.
Admire.
You gotta admire the boldness. It
I
takes a
guess.
specially bold
It does.
motherfucker. Like it really does. Like you don't have any fucks to give. I mean,
Not a damn one.
you grab that shit in front of everybody.
You damn right. And then be in line. I'm gonna put this up. I'm gonna put this in my car. And then I'll be like,
telling on themselves. They telling it.
Man, we all look. It be the elders at the picnic. Go get that shit out your car. We seen you pack it. The whole family ain't ate yet. Bring that. And then some of it just wave it off and be like, whatever, just gone. Right. Then we got announcements at the next family reunion and big family gatherings. No plates made before everybody.
You got to treat us like third graders.
That part.
Oh man, now we got to come in there.
Yes.
Man.
Yes.
Anytime I've heard those kind of announcements, I've always felt bad for, but there's always people who fuck up a good situation.
Touche. So
I'm gonna pivot a bit.
Let's do this.
No, I'm gonna pivot before we go to the next topic because this isn't a black thing, but this is a black person that did this shit. So I don't know, like everybody, if you've worked in corporate America or if you worked at any jobs, right?
Mm-hmm.
You know that sometimes you can have a benefit, right? And the benefit is cool. It's a dope ass benefit, but there's somebody who just takes the shit too far and then they fuck up the benefit for everybody. So case in point, I worked at a payroll company for 11 years.
Mm-hmm.
Big payroll company is second behind ADP. And they had a very generous bereavement policy. Okay. So most of the time nowadays, it's got to be your mama, your grandma, your kids, right? Your grandkid, maybe. Probably not your cousin. You know what I'm saying?
No.
Like it's going to have to be like really immediate for you to get them 3 days off.
Exactly.
This company had a very generous policy of if someone is close to you, you may have your 3 days paid bereavement.
Okay.
Cool. I think that is an admirable, very generous and considerate policy to have for your employees. Okay. As a matter of fact, I think that companies that have those kind of policies, I think that companies that take care of their employees, like for real, tend to get more production out of them. They have more loyalty. They have more retention. Like that's a proven fact, right?
I agree.
But you got some motherfuckers just shit in the ground. So we had this one sister.
Tell it.
Every other motherfucking month, she was bereavement. So we figured this shit out. In St. Louis, they got this paper called the Evening World. The Evening World is like, how can I describe it? Ratchet. It is the ratchet crime newspaper for the city.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So if somebody broke in the house, killed two people, shot two people, stole all the donuts, you know what I'm saying? Like they're gonna have
Right.
all those details in the world, and they stole the donuts. Like they're gonna like all that shit. It's all real news. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
But it's the
Gotcha.
ratchetiest of the ratchet news. My girl will be reading the fucking world. Oh, Mike Nim got shot. I'm gonna need them 3 days. I need them 3 days. And it got so bad. She got so bad with it that they scratched the whole motherfucking program and took it back to close family. One person, one person fucked it up for the entire company. Now the company was headquartered out of Minneapolis, so I'm living in St. Louis. So it's a office in LA, San Diego, Washington State. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Fucked it up for the one person. Why can't we have nice things? Why can't we just, you know what I'm saying? Why you got to look in the newspaper to figure out who? Well, my cousin Bam
All it
Bam,
takes is one.
my cousin Bam Bam went to middle school with him back in the day, so I'm gonna need them 3 days. You know what I'm saying? And we already had like good vacation. We had good benefits. Like we had all the shit. Okay, that's my pivot. Okay, it just came back to me like a quickening. I'm sorry. So, all right.
But that's real though. It's crazy. We changed the rules. It don't take much.
So for all you motherfuckers that's out there that is so ratchet and goddamn selfish, a friend of mine, rest in peace, his sister. Here's the killer part. The sister I'm about to mention, she was one of my clients at this payroll company. I did payroll. I did her payroll for her company.
Okay.
She made this statement to me one time. She said, "You know what, Chris?" Because we was talking about a certain subject, and she goes, "There's a right way to do the wrong thing."
I've heard that before.
And when she said that, I was like, what a statement. Like, there
Yeah.
was so much wisdom and depth to that
Yeah.
statement. We might have to do a podcast on that one day.
Oh yeah.
But, but
That's a good one. But
like,
it's
you know what I'm
fact.
saying?
Yes, definitely
But
fact.
I understood exactly what she meant. That
So do
even if
I.
you're gonna go out a certain type of way, there's a G way to do this shit.
Be smart about it.
There's a G way to do this shit. You gotta have a code. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like like I remember on The Wire, these two cats was trying to kill Omar. I don't know, you probably didn't watch The Wire, but Omar did. But they went after this character Omar on Sunday, you know, and they ended up shooting at Omar as he was getting out the car to take his grandmother to church. So they miss Omar, they miss the grandma, and they shoot the grandma's, they shoot her hat off, her church hat girl, her church hat.
Yeah, okay. Okay.
So the cats who he was enemies with, you know, Avon Barksdale was like, "Man, I told y'all can't pull up on a nigga. Oh, it's Sunday. Now you done fucked up his grandma's hat. I'm gonna need an apology, and I'm gonna need y'all to buy her another hat
Okay.
because there's a right way.
To do the wrong thing.
On Monday, we can smoke this motherfucker. On Saturday night, on a random Tuesday afternoon.
Right.
If you see him, it's on site. On Sunday, fall back. You see that nigga on Sunday, hey man, don't let me see your ass tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I mean,
it's
it
a
makes perfect
code.
sense.
It's
I
a
think it makes
code.
perfect
It's
sense.
a code. Right? Okay.
I agree, and I agree with that. That's funny.
All right, ready? Okay, all right. So we're gonna pivot a little bit into the black household. Now we're gonna go inside the house. Now we ain't talking about, family gatherings and shit like that. We right here in the house. Right here in the house.
Okay.
All right. The subject matter. Lies. Lies, lies, lies. So I don't know where this rule came from, but I got a sister. I have one blood sister. And her name is Darcel. 4 years older than me. She bullied me when I was a child. I'm just gonna put you out there, Darcel. Me and Darcel are super close. We tight. Everything is right. Like everything is right. She's the homie. But she was a holy terror as a child, and she treated me thus suchly, and gave me all the business. But if she told a lie on me, or if we was talking to our mother about who broke the lamp, right?
Right.
Who was supposed to clean up the kitchen and didn't? Who's supposed to wash them dishes? Whose turn was it? Right? If Darcel said something that was incorrect, I could not say, "Oh no, mama, she lying. She a lie."
You know that.
I had to say, mama, she telling a story. Like fantasy, like, you know what I'm saying? Like your husband writing a story. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
April's husband is a writer. I've had him on here before, Omar Scott, very good author, great writer. So that's a story. What he does is stories. He writes stories. It's called fiction. Uh, but you could not say lie in a black household. You had to say a story. They told a story. They told a fib. White folks probably said fib. We just said story. We didn't say fib. Did y'all say fib at the crib?
No, we had to say, mama, they telling the story on me. If we said lie, baby, we in trouble. Don't be cussing in my household. Who
Let
you
me
think
tell
you
you, hey
talking to?
y'all, white
I
people,
don't care what he did. Don't you ever say that word in
listen,
my
white
household.
people, saying lie, you might as well be saying shit, fuck, goddamn.
Yep. And you
Because
couldn't say
that's the
what?
level of ass whooping you gonna get.
Yeah. Lie and your mama say something, you say, what?
Oh,
Oh,
oh, oh.
hell
Oh
no.
no, 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 no,
Oh
no, 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 no,
man,
no, no.
shoot. My mama like, what you just say? Don't you wet me? Wasn't lie, was line and line. They was hand in hand. And it's
Yes.
crazy. I still use it today.
You have to say, huh?
Oh, I hear
Or
you.
or ma'am.
Yes. Or mama, what you say?
Yeah.
Yeah, you got to put something with that what. You can't just say what. But. I don't know. Now that's something. Where'd that come from?
I don't know, because if the person is really saying what, like it's not disrespectful unless the tone and intention is disrespectful.
True. Because right now, if you respond to me and I say something and you turn around and you say, what? I'm like, what you say? Don't what me.
That's true. And we grown.
And we're an adult and it's still
We
in
grown.
me. And I'm still saying, don't what me. I mean, you can add something to that. What, like,
What you
sorry, what
say?
did you say? Yes. But don't just what me.
Yeah,
My husband,
what is like a
yeah,
challenge? It's a challenge word, ain't it?
yeah,
It's a challenge.
yeah.
It's challenging your authority.
I guess that's what it's taking me back. My husband just as grown as I am. He'd be like, what? I mean, turn around. Don't what me. You ain't gotta talk to me. I was like, forget it now. I ain't got shit to say to you. Because he said what? And I'm like, don't what me. You can ask me what did I say? Or you didn't hear me. Don't what me. Shit. I'm mad.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And I remember I've been in some white households, and they'd be like, Eric, Eric, and then they'd be like, what? And then like the first time it happened, like I like ducked for cover
And ain't
because
nothing.
I thought surely a shoe
Yeah.
was gonna fly across the room.
And they say incoming.
Incoming, you know what I'm saying? You don't want to be here for that. You know what I'm saying?
Yes,
Where
yes,
is the nearest exit?
man.
Because it's gonna be some shit finna go down.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? But no, they started explaining themselves to
Yeah.
Eric.
Oh yeah. The
I don't
only
know.
thing I will say with that though, I think, and it's just my experience, you had more black home, even though I never understood why lie was such a bad word and why what triggers so much. But it did teach me to have more respect. My mother had more respect in her home than some of the white people that I knew, and even the black people that responded to their parents as a you lying on me, even telling their parents, oh, you're lying on me. I didn't say that. Or what? Who do you think you're talking to? Those, I could tell that there was a lack of respect for their parents in the household versus the ones that grew up with lie was a bad word and don't what me. That's just my experience.
Yeah, and I can
Of
tell you this.
course.
Yeah, to your point, like I can, if I tell another man he a lie, I'm ready to fight him. Like I understand that that's what goes with it. You know what I'm saying? So if I
Right.
say that, it could be, obviously it could be factually true, but the fact that I'm using that, and if I'd be better off to say, man, you on some bullshit. That's
Exactly.
more
Yeah.
respectable than to call a man a lie. So if I call him a lie, I gotta be ready to throw hands. Like that's the territory that we're in.
I agree. I agree. Because if I call someone a lie, it's coming with the intent that I mean that you lying. Like, no, stop lying on me. You a DA lie. You a damn lie. That's
I don't even think it's that. I think it goes to the soul.
well, that's what I'm
It goes
saying.
to the character of a motherfucker. You a lie.
Yes.
Like it's a character thing as opposed to an action thing. So if I say you on some bullshit or you tell us some stories, well, that's an action. If I say you a lie, that's a character thing. That's the way I take it. That's the feeling I get inside when I review those terms.
I have to agree with you. I truly have to agree with you because when I use that word, I am challenging your character. Because if your character is not at question, I'll be like, girl, if you don't stop telling stories, you play too
Yeah,
much.
yes.
Yes,
You're not going
but
to call somebody a lie that you respect.
yes, unless I am truly, because in my mind, a lie is a bad word, even as an adult. And when I use the word lie, it's coming from a place that, yeah, I'm attacking your character, and now we in a effed up place right now, me and you. So yeah, you lying, and it's gonna come with that tone. No, you lying. I'm all up. You lying. Why you lying on me? Other than that,
Yeah.
I'll be like, boy, stop telling stories. You know you ain't doing nothing but
It's the
telling the story.
truth. But isn't it amazing? Like, I'm gonna have to give us some props on this because number one, it says that we definitely understand nuance. And I think not only coming from Africa and our separate tribes and whatnot, that there was something innate in us that even in conflict, there's a level of respect that we had for our common humanity and for where we come
Right.
from.
I agree.
You know what I mean? And truth be told, you tell me if you agree with this, we be quick to tell the white motherfucker that, oh, he a lie.
Oh yeah, I will.
You know what I'm saying? Oh, that
Oh
motherfucker
yeah.
lying. That motherfucker lying. He a
Yeah.
goddamn lie. Oh, that motherfucker, oh, Jerry, he a motherfucking lie.
Oh
Don't
yeah.
believe that shit. He a lie. Jerry come around the corner. No, motherfucker, you a lie.
Yeah, you lied on me.
Yeah,
You
no, you a
black
lie.
lie.
You
Yeah,
a
lie.
lie. You know what
A
I'm
liar and the truth ain't in you.
saying? But for us, like if we go there with each other, then it's a declarative. Like it's like the Italians, they be like, and they spit. You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
I don't know if it's true or not, but I've seen no movies like if they start spitting on the ground and shit, and every time I say something, it's finna be on. Like some furniture finna get moved. Is what I'm saying. You
Oh yeah.
know?
Yeah. It's or what's that one? I ain't telling the story, or you get real bad as you go. I promise I ain't telling the story. I promise on my grandmama grave. I ain't doing this. You know how you doing, or
Yeah,
then
yeah,
you
yeah,
get
yeah, yeah,
like
yeah.
I ain't lying. I promise. You know now you starting to do. I was like, but it's interesting. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
now they say, on God.
mm, on God. Mm. I like okay, and what that mean? Oh God. Okay.
All right, so before we transition to the next subject matter, honorable mention, just honorable mention. Are there still black people who have like living room spaces and stuff that people can't walk in unless there's company? Special company at that.
Um, I don't know. I haven't really been, and I've been into some really, really nice places. And I don't think it's off limits to anyone. It's just that most people go to the comfortable gathering place. Or, yeah, I don't think there's places that are off limit unless you have, no.
All right,
I don't know.
so my experience, I had this in my house. We was living in South Bend, Indiana, from 75 to 81. So when I left, I was 14. Now, we had a living room space in our very small home with the red carpet. We had red furniture with the plastic on it. Right.
In there, had that.
That's plastic, right? That's where the stereo was. Wasn't no TV there, but it was a stereo. My mama's
Mm-hmm.
stereo, you know, and you might walk past the living room. As a matter of fact, we went out the side door, so the living room door was adjacent to the front of the house. So we really didn't go in the front door. Like I would go out there to check the mail because the mail was on that side. But you
Right.
can't, wasn't no sitting the fuck around in that room. Now, when you clean the house, you had to go in there and vacuum, and them lines had to be. I don't
The
know if
right
white
way.
people do the lines. I don't know if
Yes.
people do the vacuum lines, but when
Oh
we
yeah.
did the vac, you had to have them. When Mama came home, them lines and shit. That pattern had to be in the living room on the carpet. Okay, but nobody really hung out in the living room unless it was real grown people company, like my mama and my stepfather's good friends. Motherfuckers they was trying to impress. You know what I'm saying? Like, so if they drinking scotch or or his shit was Canadian Club. So if they drinking that Canadian Club, and they listen to music and they really into some grown folk shit, like they
Right.
really talking this shit, they in that.
Right.
Now, if his motherfucking boy just came over, he in the motherfucking kitchen at the kitchen table. He ain't in that living room
Yeah.
space.
That's crazy. See, and ours, my mom wasn't really like that. Now, mind you, we did have the plastic on the furniture,
Mm-hmm.
but even now, if you gonna play around, play on furniture and do that, oh no, that's
Oh
not
no,
that.
no, no, no. That's
And
of course
that's
that's
called that's not a play area.
no, no, no.
But I could have company and we could sit in there. But we had to sit in there like as my mom would say, you don't sit in there, but you better sit in there like you got some damn sense. So we had to have some sense, and yeah, we had to have some sense, and we could just talk, and we could do this, and just whatever. But yeah, so
And you
we
can
can
sit on the
utilize it.
couch. You can't lay on the couch.
Oh hell no, you can't lay on the couch here now today. Hell no, it ain't no bed. You sleepy and tired, go get your ass in the bed. No, sir. No, sir. For what?
Okay. All right. Yeah. It varies because so our cousins, Big Jesse and Eleanor, rest in peace to both of them.
Yes.
Now, their home, you could just go anywhere other than the bedroom. Like you can't go in a bedroom and fuck around.
Yeah.
But in the living room, it was like a community living room. Matter of fact, the whole house was a
It's
community.
community. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? If you ain't had no place to stay, you can go over Eleanor Big J house. Like
You
they ain't
sure?
really even got to know you. Just one of their kids could know you and vouch for you. Your ass got a crib for 3 months, 6 months. You know what I'm
That
saying? All you got to do is participate with the rest of the kids. You got to clean up on Saturdays. You got to be respectful. You know what I'm saying? But otherwise, motherfucker, you're going to have something to eat. You're going to have some place to sleep. You're going to have somebody to wash your ass. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's all there. But so they didn't have those. But like you said, yeah, you had to have your posture straight when you was in the living room, though. You know what I'm saying? You can't be out like this.
Oh yeah,
Boy,
I
sit
stayed
up,
with him
sit
for a
up, sit
minute.
up.
So
Oh,
I stayed with him for a minute, so I know the lick.
oh man,
I heard that.
I stayed for years.
Oh. No, I didn't.
If you cut all
I
them summers when I went in Pennsylvania, I was in
uh,
East St. Louis in 2020 Trinley at East St.
yeah. I did through my transition, moving from Peoria to St. Louis to Texas. And like you say, every house, every room was free game, but certain rooms you couldn't, do what you do. But to that, I can respect that because that's how you take care of your shit
For sure.
by not letting everybody do what they want to do. So, and
Well,
they had a beautiful home,
now my mother told me this because my mama was and Big J and L was this way too. They always had really quality ass furniture. So
Mm-hmm.
like if they had a dresser or whatever that shit was in the living room, that shit was oak, mahogany. You know what I'm saying? That shit was gonna
Exactly.
last until they was ready to get something new. Okay. And
Exactly.
my mother told me that our father always taught us to get the best stuff because it's quality.
Exactly.
Wasn't
That
about
was
the
my
ego.
mom.
It was about that it was going to last. So just go ahead and invest in it. So I think he had one son and he had three daughters. So they all ended up with that same standard. You know, they're going to have some nice shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's it. And that's interesting. Our grandparents, our sisters, um, that was my grandmom. That was my mom. Spend money on it. Then I ain't gotta replace it
You ain't got to replace it.
like a lot of us do every year. We buying furniture when your taxes come in.
Mm-hmm.
Why your furniture can't last longer than a year? Our black people.
Oh, as my daughter and I used to talk about. Oh, this daughter, shout out Sherelle. She would talk about a certain person in her life who, and daddy, why as soon as they get their taxes, it's gone at the mall.
That part. That part.
I ain't gonna say who the person was. I'm just gonna say it was the person she had the kids by. You know, that's all I'm
See, that's some shit right there. You see, I told you you ain't right,
now
cuz
look.
you
She
ain't
been
right.
saving, she been scraping and hustling. She been like good times, scratching and surviving. You know what I'm saying? All year. And then this Negro get his little taxes. And he got him some boots. He got him some Timberlands. He got him some Jordans. He got him some shirts. And the kids ain't get shit.
Well, he was the one scratching and surviving, right?
No, because now my daughter got to try to make up the rest. So the
Yeah.
kids don't feel.
But I'm just saying, our peoples.
Hey man, no shout out, brother. You know I ain't gonna say your name and then no shade. These are just facts. These are just facts.
Hey.
Hopefully you evolve and get better. You can't do better unless you know better. You know what I'm saying? So,
Mm-hmm.
but she would say, Daddy, why he busting down the mall? Why he bust the mall down? As soon as he get his taxes.
So many of us do that crazy BS. But
Okay,
we doing what we probably couldn't do all year, whatever. But I mean, hopefully a lot of us we learn from it and we save, put a little bit here, put a little bit there.
nah, man, that motherfucking money burn a hole in your pocket. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah. It burned a hole and 2 months later you can't pay your rent.
You can't,
What the
you can't help
hell?
it. It's in my head. I gotta get this retail therapy on. You know what I'm saying? But no, there really are like if we wasn't just having fun with this, like there are really like intricate issues as to why we do that. There are reasons why we do that. You know what I'm saying? Like the
I
whole
agree.
image thing and feeling of self-importance. Like and when you buy something, you feel good about yourself. So there is an element to that. We having fun with it, but but I
Yeah,
get it. We get it. We're both very
I get it.
intelligent people. We get it.
Hey. To each his own.
Teachers are, you know. But you gotta take care of them kids first. So anyway, all right.
I,
All right. So we're gonna transition a little bit. So now we're going to the Lauryn Hill X Factor version of this conversation. So this is a serious, it's a series of questions regarding exes in relationships.
Mm. Let me take a drink.
Yeah, let me take one too. I think this is the subject that prompted us to have the idea to have this show in the first place.
Mm.
Mm.
How much time we got on
All
that?
right, all right, all right. So if you're in a public spot or a social event, and with you're with your new, a current bae, right? Your ex sees you and speaks. You speak back and introduce your bae to the ex. Is it proper etiquette to make your current boo aware that the person who you introduced them to is someone you used to date?
Not at that particular moment. No, I'm not putting the spotlight on my ex because me and him have already discussed who my ex is. And when I spotted him before we got there, I done already whispered in his ear, "Yeah, that damn Chris I was telling you about my ex." So we gonna act like we don't give a damn, and I'm gonna be like, hey Omar, hey, how you doing? Oh, this is my husband, Omar. Omar, this is Chris. That's it, nigga. You don't get no more than that. You don't get a label. Your label is Chris. The end.
Okay. Damn, well, I can't just straight. I'm the cousin.
The end. The focus is on what I got right here, not what I did in my past.
Okay, so you're saying that you already put them on game. Okay, so but what if it's not like the previous, like the immediate previous? It's just some ex from way back in the day. But y'all was, like 7 years ago. And
Okay.
that motherfucker he ain't never had a reason for his ass to come up.
Okay. And then if the person I'm with say, how do you guys know each other? Then at that point, I will give you more information. Oh, he's somebody I used to date. The end.
Okay. Okay.
No
Okay,
more.
cool. Cool.
We
Okay.
don't, yeah, he don't need no more dialogue than that.
Okay, I think that's proper. I think the delegation need not add anything to that. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
And you
So
would do it though. How
you
would you
asking me?
introduce? Yes. How would you introduce an ex
Okay.
that
I
you ran
think
into?
I think in your scenario, I think your scenario we kind of alike. We're
Okay.
aligned in that if the person was important enough for me to talk about, she gonna already know who she was anyway. If she was
Exactly.
that important to discuss, we probably didn't discuss it in some form or fashion anyway.
Exactly. I
You know
agree.
what I'm saying? And in some circles, in some cases, unless it's like some random shit where you just ran into them, if you're like at a club or a spot where y'all be kicking it, well, it just may be common knowledge anyway that you know what I'm saying. Like this
Right.
person be there, it ain't, and then that it's not a really big deal.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's not a really big deal to me. To me, the shit is how the motherfucker acts. You know what I'm saying?
What do you mean?
Like, okay,
Like,
the X, like it's how they act.
okay, go ahead. I'm listening.
Well, I'm just saying, if they are respectful and stuff, it's cool. But if they act a different type of way, like they trying to flex on you and shit, because some dudes do that. Some dudes and some women that do that. They'll try to flex or flirt a little extra or whatever because they got that familiarity because they taking the temperature and see what they can get away with.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Even if they're just trying to throw a monkey wrench in the program to see, what they can do. So some people are petty that way.
Okay.
Yeah.
So my question to you would be on that is, how long are you staying in that presence once you said hi to even give them that much energy?
Well, okay, so I'm imagining you're in a setting, like a
Hmm.
cocktail setting. They got you standing up and you at a table with your drink, motherfuckers is walking around. Hey, how you doing? What's been going on? You still working at so and so? You know what I'm saying? So that could be a reason why they was, oh, how's your sister doing?
Okay.
See, that could be a thing. How
And
you
how
doing,
would
my
you
motherfucking
respond to
sister?
that question?
My sister's great. You know what I'm saying? But again, for me, and I'm not 100%, but I'm like 99.9. I'm really good at reading people.
Right.
So it's not necessarily what you said or even the way you said it. If I know you well enough, like I can get vibes. I just get vibes. I get vibes and I can tell when a person's can say again the right things for the wrong reasons. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So even if I can't prove it, through documented evidence, motherfucker, I know what you own. You know what I'm saying? You own some bullshit. You know what I'm saying? What the fuck? You know what I'm saying? So fuck out of here with that. Right. So, people can people, man, they petty LaBelle, petty grass, petty
Oh
wop.
yeah, we petty.
How it
Yeah,
is, you know what I'm
we very
saying? They
petty.
try
Yeah.
to throw a little salt in your shit, you know what I'm saying? They
Yeah.
might not, they might think the person you with is fine, finer than them or whatever, or not as fine as them, you know what I'm saying? So whatever, they
Right.
just want to throw some shit in the game, you know what I'm saying? They'll throw some shit in the game.
Oh yeah. I agree. I agree. Hmm.
So this may be an obvious and easy one, but I don't know. I'm just gonna throw this in there as a bonus. Can an ex or a random woman who happens to be at the picnic make your man a plate?
Well, shit, yeah. If he hungry, why not?
Okay.
I have a problem with that
Okay, cool. All right.
because at the end of the day, hopefully he's polite enough and say thank you. But an ex fixing him something to eat,
It ain't got to be the ex. It ain't have to be the ex. I mean,
or definitely a
yeah,
random woman
yeah.
fixing him a plate, that's all cool. I'm gonna go over there and say thank you for fixing my husband a plate. I appreciate that. I didn't get back here in time. I was helping the kids, or I was doing this. Appreciate you. Ian. Kudos, baby.
Yo, I'm gonna tell y'all something. America, that is quintessential, my cousin.
Just thank you, shit.
So look. All of the vibes that you got with that, the unspoken vibes that you got with that, that's all true. Okay, that's all true. We're gonna keep going. I have nothing on that. Most
Okay.
time guys ain't making plates, you know what I'm saying, for people anyway, unless they're making it for their woman or themselves. So most
Would
of the
you
time,
fix another woman a drink though? That's not yours at a party.
would I fix one or would I buy one?
Would you buy one, or even would you fix a drink?
Okay, so for me, buying or fixing drinks, it's all innocuous and very innocent. It's to me, if you ain't feeling on their booty or trying to get at them in some sort of slick way, service is service. You know what I'm saying? So if I make a drink or if I buy a drink, you know what I'm saying? I'm just being polite. Now there was a time back in the day when I thought that every time a man bought a drink, he was trying to flirt. That's just because I didn't have knowledge and I hadn't had the experience.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So if I was at a bar and I was talking to some chick or whatever, and then this guy was like, "Hey, this so and so got you a drink." Well, I was just automatically in my day, back in that day, I would take it like, "Oh, he's trying to fuck," you know what I'm saying, or he's trying to get with you
Right.
or whatever.
Exactly.
But
Mhm.
I've learned over the years that it's really just for many men, probably maybe even most men, you know what I'm saying? Uh, it's a polite gesture. Now, to either be a gentleman or they think you cute. You know what I'm saying? They can still think you're attractive or whatever, but it don't mean they finna come over there and holler at you. They could just be buying you a drink and it's cool. Like it ain't shit.
Exactly.
Okay, but I had to learn that. You know what I mean? So in my because of my limited experience, I just didn't know.
I'm just saying, grown people do grown people shit.
Grown people do grown people. So no, that's totally innocuous to me. It's nothing.
So I don't know how many women out there that would do this. Me and my husband was at an event. I go get us another drink, not knowing the line was 20 people back.
Mm-hmm.
I'm standing on the side of the bar with a next to a guy that was getting ready. He was next in line. I'm like, yo, excuse me, can you order me these two drinks? I was like, I'm cutting. I'll be damned if I go back there. There are 25 people in line. We ain't got but two
Mm-hmm.
bartenders.
Mm-hmm.
He orders our drinks. I pay for all three of the damn drinks.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, thank you, and walk away. Was I out of bounds?
Okay, well, first of all, I'm gonna call ratchet on your ass like you did me because you cut the motherfucking line.
Well,
All the
I
mother
thought
motherfucker.
I thought it was a bartender, but hell, shit.
Huh?
I did what's the phrase? I did the right thing the wrong. I did the right thing the wrong. Like it just gotta be smart
Hey,
about
hey, I'm just glad that I got this opportunity.
it. Just
I'm
saying.
just happy that I got the
I did the
opportunity
wrong
to
thing the
cut back
right
on your
way.
ass, to cut back on your ass because you read me for fifth. It's about 25 minutes ago. You read your cousin for fifth, and I took it. I took it like a motherfucking G. You know what I'm saying? Did I not? Okay.
Just saying. Go
So
ahead.
so
Give
I'm
it to
just letting
me.
you know.
Give it to me. Give it to
I'm
me.
just letting you know that all them
What?
15, 20 motherfuckers was standing in line waiting patiently to get their motherfucking drink, and there your ass go.
Yep.
I don't give a
Uh,
fuck if you bought all the motherfucking drinks. You ain't buy everybody else in the goddamn line of drink. You went up
they didn't
there.
help me. I bought the drink they helped.
But that's the least you can motherfucking do. The least you can do is get that motherfucking history. You know what I'm saying? So,
Hell
so,
yeah, it's
so
called
I'm
being
just letting you
polite.
know. I'm just letting you know.
All right, I'll take it.
All right, bet,
I
bet,
could
bet,
be
bet.
ratchet. I
All right,
got it.
bet, bet. So
I'll take
no,
it.
no, no. I think in terms of doing the wrong thing the right way. Oh, you were absolutely stellar. Chef's
Thank
kiss.
you. That's
Chef's
what I'm
kiss.
talking about. And we'll do it
Chef's kiss.
again. My husband said, "Damn, how you get back so quick?" I said,
Wait a
"You
minute,
want to know?"
but let me tell you, if you ain't do that shit super super smooth where I ain't noticed, if I'm the fifth or sixth or 12th motherfucker in that line, I'm over there like, look at this bullshit right here. Look at this bullshit.
But you didn't know I wasn't with this guy.
I know what I'm saying. If you
It
smooth
was
with it,
by itself, and so I just slid over, and I'm
if
just
you smooth with it, yeah,
I
then
mean, what?
nobody knows the difference. Now that is the epitome of doing the wrong thing the right way.
Exactly.
Okay, hey,
That
props,
said,
props on the execution.
my husband said, "How'd you get them drinks that damn quick?" I laid in that line a long time. I was
Yeah,
like,
yeah. So props on the execution. Still, you was wrong.
touche.
I
I
bet.
agree. I
Now,
was wrong.
see, folks, y'all know I always talk about nuance, right? That's an example of nuance, right? Isn't that beautiful? Like, that's a beautiful thing of the human experience is nuance. Oh, so we're going to the next thing.
All
Speaking
right.
about exes, it's a heavy one.
Mm.
You ready?
Yeah, let's go.
Is it out of bounds to ask an ex to help your current bae with a job or some sort of professional hookup?
Hell no. If my man needs a job, and if I got to weigh in, and I don't have a bad ending with a breakup, we just broke up, and we good and we cool. You don't hate me, I don't hate you. Please give my nigga a job.
Okay, so first of all, you
Please
giving
give
out.
my man a
Okay,
job,
so
my nigga. Please give my man a job.
first of all, let me just say, you're adding a lot of motherfucking qualifiers to this goddamn question. I get what you're doing. You know why I get what you're doing? Because I'm the same nigga. Because when I want to explain myself, I want to be understood. But you, I'm talking general theory here. I'm talking about general theory here, but your ass is all in the weeds and shit with
My
these
bad.
motherfucking specifics and shit. So,
My bad.
you know what I'm saying? You
Let me
you you
pull it
want to
back.
you want to
Let me pull it back.
qualify. You want to qualify to the nth degree. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh yeah,
Oh,
we ended on peaceful terms, and and he's cool. He's married with 3 kids, and I went on about my business. We happen to run each other, and he has access. And I just feel like it's that ain't what the fuck we talking about, player. Like you
okay, so
can
what are we
parse that.
talking about? What are we talking
I'm
about?
just saying in general,
In general, the question, my answer is not going to change.
Okay, cool.
Let me take off all the details. My answer would be yes. Now, the $1 million question is, will my man be okay? Me asking, will he work?
Ooh.
Because I'll have a problem because I need you to get a job. And what you're doing
Ooh.
ain't working for us.
Ooh. Okay,
So
so first
now,
of all, so first of
from a
all,
man's perspective, would you be okay with?
okay, I'm glad you asked that motherfucking question because I
Yeah,
was
go
just
ahead.
about to say something. I was about to
Please
say
do.
something to that.
Please do.
All right, so back. So first off, yo, if you was to say to your mans because what you doing ain't working, we gonna have a motherfucking problem.
Touche. I wouldn't say it to him. Don't mean I can't think it. I wouldn't say it to him. I mean, yeah. I mean, I do have limits.
I'm saying, and you understand why, because
yes.
you know what I'm saying? Because you're basically saying, what you're doing ain't hidden. You know what I mean? You ain't up to par. So this other motherfucker I used to fuck, you know what I'm saying? He gonna put you on game. He gonna help you out. You know what I'm saying? You can help us out. So we can help you with your manhood status. Like, that's the way I would have took it if you'd have said some shit to me like that.
I wouldn't have said that. So we good. We on the same
You'd have
level.
just been thinking that shit
I wasn't
secretly.
thinking that shit. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
That's fucked up. Okay, that's fucked up. But this brings me to an example of why I say, like, so to follow up with your parsing that you did so cleverly. There's always a yin to the yang.
Yeah.
So this is an interesting thing that maybe you and I can touch on later in another show about the way black men and black women think in terms of communicating and conflict in relationships.
Mm.
Because we often see things through a different lens.
I agree.
So for what you can be a very functional issue as it relates to employment and just day-to-day, functional things, we can see it as more than that.
Right.
Okay. So now with that said, it brought me to an example that I was thinking about that I would like to share with you and the audience. So there was a movie back in the day where one such thing happened, where a brother helped this other brother out in the job, right? And let's just say the dude helped him out, but then he had to go let him know that he helped him out.
Yeah.
So let's give an example of this. Let's go to my man Samuel St. James. If you ever watched the movie, what's the name of that movie? Soul Food. Here we go.
Yep.
Here we go.
Lem Harris, Samuel St. James, Chief Executive of Sales and Marketing.
Sorry.
How you doing? I've been hearing a lot of good things about you, brother. I mean, especially the way you've been handling yourself with those machines down there.
I'm no stranger to hard work.
It's good to know. Cigar?
Oh, nah, I don't like cigars.
Sorry, you don't mind. Yeah, like I was saying, man, it's always good to, have more enthusiastic, hardworking employees like yourself. I mean, especially, down there in print. I mean, I'm no stranger to hard work myself. I'm like you. See, I'm from the hood, too. But you see, I make $80,000 a year because I was always willing to sacrifice whatever I had to in order to get what I wanted. You see, that's why brothers got to stick together. Pull one another up in a time of need. The white man ain't gonna do it. And sooner than you think, it's gonna be your responsibility to help another brother just like I helped you.
What are you talking about?
I pulled some strings to get you hired. I mean, what you didn't know?
Kenny Simmons referred me.
Who? No, I know your wife. Bird. Yeah, she told me about your little felony situation and asked me to hook you up with a gig down in the print department. Man, me and old Cola, we go way back.
Who the fuck is Cola?
Oh, no. That's just a little something, I used to call her back in the day, since she got that body shaped like a Coca-Cola bottle, huh? Man, she used to just make a breath up on the screen.
I
That's all kinds of wrong, cuz I can't. No, that's all kinds of wrong. Ain't no way I'm gonna send my man in blind like that. And he was all kinds of wrong for doing that. He was all kinds of wrong. I'm sorry. I mean, I'm good with a lot of stuff, but that was dirty. That was dirty.
All right, so y'all look. Shout out to Brother Mel Jackson, the actor who portrays Samuel St. James. Chicago's very own. Actually, first of all, he's a very talented actor. Like I ain't seen him in nothing in a long
Yes.
time, but he used to be in all the shit. But I met him at the Black Expo in St. Louis, and was the coolest. Like we chopped it up for a minute, like the coolest, most laid back, coolest brother. But when I tell you he played that role, and when I tell you he played in that man's face so bad.
Yes, he did. No, that was all kinds of foul, bro.
And then when you think of the name, I've never heard of someone's name being Samuel before, but it fits.
Samuel. Okay.
Wait a minute, and think about this. Think about the times. This cat was like, and I make $80,000.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? So he said that shit like that got to be a half a meal now, right? You know what I'm saying?
Oh, okay. Exactly.
And he was like, down there in print. And then you're gonna have to help another brother, just like I helped you. Like he was playing in that man face so bad. So that's what I'm saying. Like, that's what I'm saying. So look, I'm gonna tell you something. So that actually happened to me before. Not like Samuel.
What you say? That happened to you
It
before?
happened to me before, not like that. But I was dating this girl, and she was trying to get me on at the gas company. And the dude that she used to mess with was an executive there. But she didn't tell me she used to mess with him. She just told me it was a friend of hers. So I went and interviewed with the dude the whole nine, right? He played it cool. He ain't Samuel me. You know what I'm saying? Like, he ain't
Right.
Samuel me.
Okay.
You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? He was cool. But it wasn't until later on that I found out that they had dated. And then she ended up actually leaving me for him and marrying him.
Well, damn.
But she put me in the brother's office to try to get a job. And so here's the thing. He knew who I was or what position I played. I didn't know the position he played.
Now, that's the thing I do have a problem with. I think you should have known the position going in, and you weren't given the opportunity to say if you wanted to do it or if you didn't. So now that introducing or reaching out to an ex, but my current got to know what's going on. I can't send a man blind.
Yeah. Your boy was
No.
like,
Yeah, you couldn't see. How long did you work?
I didn't work. Fuck, he didn't hire me. I said he interviewed me. He did not hire me. I didn't get the motherfucking job. He wasn't finna do that.
You didn't get the job, and you couldn't keep the woman.
Didn't I say she exited the relationship to be with him and they got married?
I know. I'm saying, so you didn't get the job and you lost the woman. Ain't that?
Look,
Wow.
I'm taking multiple L's here. You understand what I'm saying?
Yes,
I'm getting humiliated. You know what I'm saying?
Yes,
I don't even know I'm getting humiliated. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, bless
You're
you.
over here like, so baby, how did the interview go? I think it went well. I wasn't sure. I couldn't read his body language all the way, but I mean, it's possible. Sometimes, people just, they keep a tough, stiff neck and you can't really tell. All the while he like, nigga, please.
I only interviewed because she said if I did at least get your interview, we'll get back together.
I might have a drink with her. You know? She said we can have this drink together if I go and talk to your ass.
See.
I got my little suit on and shit.
Say what did he do? Did he do the right thing the wrong way? He did what he had to do to get her back.
Hey,
man.
The brother was successful in his adventure. You know what I'm saying? He played the long game.
That's funny.
So,
no.
So the lesson in this part of America is sometimes I think the main ingredient said it best. Everybody plays the fool sometimes. There's no exception to the rule, right?
None. Yes.
All right. So we're gonna transition some more because we know we got to get out of here soon. So, all right, here's another one. You have your set of dudes or girl in your crew, right? And you and your girl or guy, y'all break up. 6 months later, maybe 6 months or whatever. Just as an example, you look up and somebody in your crew, one of your girls now, not necessarily the closest of friends, but one of your girls, y'all cool, and she want to date your used to be man. What you got to say about that? Can a friend date your ex?
Have at it. Absolutely. The key word in that is ex. I think when you're an ex, you're free to date whoever you choose. And if that ex is somebody that I'm cool with, by all means, y'all probably a better match for each other than him and I were. And that's what I'll say. I'll be like, you know what? I ain't even mad at this. I think y'all gonna make it. Congratulations. There's no bitterness. There's no hard feelings because to me, when I'm done, I'm done. I don't care who you date.
Okay. So the way I would answer this is I think, okay, so you cool with, seeing them all the time. Like if you hang with your girl, you see them all the time. You know what I'm saying? Like the times y'all go out once every quarter or whatever, it's all good.
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay. So I thought about this question, and I think for me, I agree with the caveat. And the caveat is probably, why did we break up? And if there's some unresolved stuff that didn't get talked about, I might feel the type of way about seeing you. Not necessarily about my boy.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I just might feel the type of way about seeing that person. And the level of, if the dude is really my boy, and I'm not going to say it's my boy because like your closest friend is probably just not going to cross that line. Right?
Maybe not.
It would have to be a real exceptional situation where your real close friend and that friend is probably gonna come to you and be like, "Yo, what you think about this?"
Exactly. Yeah.
Okay, but if it's somebody you just cool with, but you cool, like y'all.
Yeah, we cool.
Like, yeah. Like think Tyler Perry's girlfriends, but not that necessarily that close. Y'all just frequent and y'all hang out. You know what I'm saying? Y'all go to the same spots. Girl, you gonna be at the so and so? Yeah, I'm gonna be there. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, for me, it just kind of depends on the way, you know, it kind of depends on the way it ended, I guess. And I might just want to see that person.
So would you stop frequent going to that place because that's where she likes to hang out or he likes to hang out? So you're going to change what you enjoy doing because you're giving an ex that much control because you don't want to see their presence or their face any longer because you're no longer with them.
Well, again, I'm speaking in general terms. You know what I'm saying? So let me try not to parts like you were. You know what I mean? Because again, when I tease you about parsing, I'm saying I'm talking about myself. So
Mm.
like that's not a shade at you. That's not a straight like because I know how I think and I tend to overthink things too. You know what I'm saying? But no, I wouldn't let a person stop me from going where I want to go. You know what I mean? Uh at the end of the day, I am mature enough. So the end of the day, I don't own nobody.
Facts.
I don't want to own nobody.
Facts. Okay.
And I want like literally seriously, I want everyone to prosper and be happy. So like even my exes, the ones that we broke up and it was raggedy,
Okay.
I still fully support 100%. Not even being altruistic about it, like it's just facts that you have one life to live. As much as we know, you got your time on this earth, and it is my wish and desire that everyone, if you desire to be in a partnership, that you have your person, that person who honors you, respects you, loves you the way you want to be loved, and that person that brings the best out of you to make you want to be the kind of partner that they want and need and desire. Because that takes effort, you know what I'm saying? And then you gotta have a liking to someone to want to do that. So that's across the board, period. You know what I mean? And I think so, and I think that even if I felt a certain type of way initially because the shit wasn't resolved correctly, or I might have some beef and felt like, you ain't hear me out on this or whatever, at the end of the day, I'm gonna return back to that mantra and be like, hey, you got a right to do what you want to do, and you ain't fucking got to answer me. You know what I'm saying? It's not an obligation. You know what I'm saying? Like, I might have thought we had some agreements and shit, on certain principles and how we got down with things, but you got a right to change your mind at any time because it's your life.
So you say all that to say.
I guess it's cool.
I'm like, you said a hell. I'm like, okay, what's your damn point here?
But it's your boy overthinking. It's your boy
Hey,
overthinking. It's your boy
would you
overthinking.
be okay still frequently going to the same place, knowing your ex is gonna be
Okay,
there
okay, but let me put a
with
caveat. Okay,
with your
okay.
boy?
So let me okay, yeah, your boy. Okay, so I was gonna go somewhere else. So okay, okay. So I was conflating two different situations. So in order not to throw the viewer off, should
Because
I
you
go
throw
in?
me off.
Okay, all right. Okay, you know what? I hate it when people do this, so I'm not gonna do it. I was thinking about when we brought up this question and said we would talk about it. I only had one person I was thinking about, right?
Mm-hmm.
And that was Raggedy, and but it wasn't my boy. Okay. So now if you take this other person out the equation because of the way it was done, the wrong thing was not done the right way.
It was just wrong, wrong.
Everything was wrong about it, right?
Okay.
Everything was wrong, and then it was kind of put in my face a certain way. You know what I'm saying? It was thrown in my face a certain way. It was very gratuitous and it was very cruel. You know what I mean? And so I felt a type of way about it because it wasn't the right thing done the wrong way. I mean, it wasn't the wrong thing done the right way.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Uh, and so I think I was conflating those two. So if I take that part out of it, because I'm thinking if I seen her and old boy, who she's married to now, if I saw them, then I ain't gonna say I wouldn't show up, but I'd be like, because of the way it was done, I'd be like, I might not want to be in this motherfucker's presence because if he say something to me, it might be because again, at the time we had opportunity to talk as men, and he refused that opportunity. Except he decided to troll me in many ways, like through social
Mm-hmm.
media and stuff like that. So he did a lot of foul shit outside of that whole thing. You know what I'm saying? Like even a couple years later, he was still doing it. So
Mm-hmm.
so that made so no, I might not want to see that motherfucker. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But it's a
Understood.
principle thing. It's not about her.
Okay.
It's totally not about her at all. Right? You know what I'm saying? So it's a principle thing. So if it was my boy, then that means that this cat, she wouldn't necessarily with this cat, I'd be happy for her. Like for real. I really would. Because everybody deserves happiness. Like I truly believe that. Like I want everybody when they die, if it was up to me, to die with a smile on their face.
Okay. So I
You feel
can,
me? Like
I,
that's truly how I believe. Like, this is how I get down.
so what if you were with this person, we'll say 3, 4 years, and everything you try to, you kept telling her, how you wanted her to treat you, and all of this back and forth. But you guys are no longer together. She's with your boy now. And everything you were trying to get her to do to you, you see her doing it with your boy that they now with. The same individuals you want to be happy. How do you handle that?
I'm gonna tell you how dope. I'm gonna tell you how dope your cousin is on this shit.
Please tell me.
We had a scenario before we broke up
Mm-hmm.
where I was asking for some very simple things.
Mm-hmm.
She found those things very difficult to do. And what I told her was, listen, upon further reflection, I don't think that you're wrong by not wanting to do these things. I believe that I don't inspire you to want to do these things
I like
because,
it.
like, all of us have within us, our motivations. Like, you could take a basketball player, just as an example, an actor, right? An artist, a musician, and you can give them the most skilled teacher, coach ever, the most experienced, blah, 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 the one with the most knowledge. And that motherfucker can't get nothing out of them. But
Right.
then you give them this other motherfucker who may have half the experience, half the knowledge, but then they bring something out of them that's, what I mean? They bring the best out of them because they make a connection. So at the time, when I asked for these things, I said, there is a person out there who will inspire you to want to do the things naturally, where he won't have to beg you for these things, right? It would naturally spring forth from you because of the joy and passion that you have for that person. Because when you find your person, you know what I'm saying? You ain't got to beg them for motherfucking hug and a kiss and a welcome me when I walk in
Exactly.
the door. You know what I'm saying? You ain't got to ask them for no stupid
Exactly.
shit. You know what I'm saying?
That's what I'm
Because they
saying.
naturally, like, there are things you always got to learn about a person, but they're just natural things that you just want to do because you care about the motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? So I said then that, and this is before this person was around, this third party, he was actually ex, but I said then, I said, and it's okay. You know what I'm saying? That's not a judgment. You're not a
Hmm.
bad person.
Exactly.
I'm not a bad person.
Exactly.
I just don't inspire you to want to be great in this type of situation. It's cool. So instead of her vibing with me and be like, you know what? That makes a lot of goddamn sense.
What she do?
That's so mean. Why would you say something like that? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, 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 yeah. So now we in the weeds now. But yeah, so I gave space for that because, again, even then, I was this type of person. My maturity level was as such. You don't owe me shit. I don't care how good I was to you. You know what I'm saying? Because, and even I know this, America, listen, black or white, it don't matter how good you are to a motherfucker. You can love their dirty draws, kiss their feet, drink their bath water, serve, protect, do all of the things. It does not mean they will love you, respect you, and give you those things in return. It does not mean that.
No.
Further, it is not required because this person has a choice to make for themselves. Now, we can talk about if they promise you something that they didn't deliver. Now, we can talk about accountability. But by mere fact and demonstration of your own personal loyalty and deeds, Bonnie Ray said it. I can't make you love me. And my great deeds of sacrifice and chivalry and thoughtfulness and intention will not make you do it.
But I can do all that with your homeboy.
Because my homeboy is your person who
Exactly. And
inspires you
so
to want to do the things.
so you're okay with it.
I am great.
That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about.
Because you deserve that in your life. Just don't play in my face. If I give you the out, take the out. Take the out. It's a good out. It's a clean out. It's a respectable out. You know what I'm saying? It's an out where we can remain friends. Or even if we ain't talking in friendly, like if I see you on the street, yo, what up? Hey man, wishing you the best. You know what I'm saying? Like, but
Yeah.
that takes a level of maturity and whatnot. You
And
know
it
what I'm saying?
does. In order for the whole conversation, and it takes a huge level of maturity, and not everybody do it. We got a Black people rule. You can't date my ex, and you can't do this, and you can't do that. And I'm like, who damn rule is that? What
Okay, so
Black
is that a
person
Black
made
people
that?
rule? Is that a Black people rule or is that all people rule? Because I don't know. I haven't talked to
I
that.
hear it all the time. Black people don't do that. That ain't what we do. That ain't what Black people
I have
do.
heard that. I have heard that.
So I hear it all the time. And I'm like, I don't give a damn who my ex. I mean, you explained it perfectly. Because if I'm done, I'm done. I want you to be happy, and you might jive with this person. This person may motivate you to do something that that you've been looking for, and it wasn't in me. Just because it happens to be my friend or somebody I'm cool with, so be it.
Yeah.
Live your best life.
Yeah.
I don't have enough give a damn.
Yeah, for sure. No, I'm with you. Okay. So before we go, this is the last one.
Okay.
This was inspired by your wonderful husband, Omar.
Oh my gosh. Now I'm scared.
I know. Oh, America, she don't know what we're talking about. She doesn't know because we didn't discuss this. We did not discuss this, April.
No,
Okay.
coming
All
from him, Lord.
right. But this is definitely a Black thing. It's a blackety black thing.
Got you. I'm ready.
All right. Here's our bonus. This is what we're leaving you with, America. Can a Black person, man or woman, be a strong pro-Black individual, 10 toes down for the liberation of Black people, doing all the things, like Black Panther level, right? While having an intimate partner of another race? And let's face it, let's just get down to the nitty. We're really just talking about white people.
That's no. I have to say no, you can't. For the simple fact, this white woman, if you
why gotta be a white woman? Can't be a white man?
Okay, this white man.
It's for both. It's for both.
Okay,
the
so
question is for both.
Man or woman.
Okay.
I got Black kids. Let's say we got a blended family. I got Black kids. You got white kids.
Okay.
More likely, are you willing to learn how to comb my daughter's hair if you need to? Do you know how to comb Black people's hair? Do you know my Black son has dreads when I met you? Do you even know what barbershop to take him to? I mean, it's a whole bunch of Black shit we can talk about. That if you down for your people and your Black in this, I don't know a lot about a lot of things, but I don't agree with a whole bunch of Black shit that we do, that we say it's a Black culture. I don't agree with a lot of it, but I know how to comb my nappy head daughter's hair. I know how to comb, get my nappy head son haircut. I know what a bald fade is on a black person versus a white kid. I mean, I know how to. No, not if you just down for the cause and you black this, black that, black, and you walk in here with a white partner. Man, no.
Okay,
No.
well, your husband's answer is the same, unequivocally no. But
But
he's going to be very happy. He's going to be extremely happy. He's going to be like, see, Chris, see.
so what did you say? You had to go against him.
I did.
I know you did.
I
You had
did.
to.
Okay,
And
so but
and
look,
give me your
I'm
why.
gonna give you your whys. Okay. But listen, brother Omar, my guy, he got holes in his argument.
Okay.
I'm gonna
I'm
explain.
listening.
I'm gonna get to him. So let me give you the basis of my answer.
Yes.
In spite of us living in America and we know that, the racial identity of politics and stuff, race itself is a social construct invented by white people for the purposes of power. Okay.
Mm.
So even Malcolm X evolved, like when he was with the nation, he was like, you remember that scene in the movie where the one lady was like, is there anything I can do as a white person to help the cause? And he was like, no, and then he went on about his business. And I did read the autobiography for Malcolm X. So I don't know that scene actually happened, but the premise of the scene happened, right? Where he felt like white people couldn't do shit for him, you know what I'm saying? Because they was the white devil. This the near the Elijah Muhammad taught him that. And then when he went to Mecca and he worshiped with all types of people, and he came back, he was out of the nation, then he evolved some and he was like, hey, if you're white and you want to help, you can help. Now he had his own separate organization. He did not allow white people to join that organization. But hey man, if you down and you gonna help, we taking the help. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna fight you over it. And which is one of the reasons why I always admire Malcolm X is because I admire anybody who can evolve. Okay.
Right. Okay.
Especially if they can evolve publicly. Because if you make your whole career and your name based on white devil, white devil, white devil, or whatever publicly, and then you make a change in course publicly, that means that you not only you were standing on 10 toes down the first time and the second time. So as you got new information, you went with the new information, which shows me that you're not tied to your information for the sake of your ego.
I agree.
Okay. And if you
Okay.
get better, you get better. Okay. So while I will admit that it would take a special kind of white person, man or woman, to be the quality partner needed to help with that struggle, if you will, I can't, in good conscience myself, decry the insanity of racism that it is and still disqualify love between two people that have nothing to do with me. In that way, I will be just like my enemy. Finding true love, authentic love, match-wise, is difficult as it is. So who am I to judge the legitimacy of what two people got going on? This may be this person's, very best partner who understands them. They might not resonate as a black person because they're not black. But if they are truly on board, truly empathetic, truly willing to learn, and then they truly invested in that person, you know what I mean? So you can't be black, but it doesn't mean you can't, like so for instance, I don't want Jews to get dogged out. I'm not Jewish, you know what I'm saying? But I don't want them to get dogged out, you know what I'm saying? But it doesn't mean again that I'm gonna be on their side when they fucking over Gaza, or
Okay.
genocide over there. Okay. So I could, but it doesn't, but I'm willing to recognize that there is anti-Semitism in the world and in the country. Okay. So um so I think that there are levels, you know, and if I disqualify a man or a woman based on their color, then I'm just like the person who I'm fighting against because I don't know the whole story. So where your husband and I clashed, and I asked him this question. This is the question. I said, "All right, Omar, what if she Tina Marie?" Omar says, oh, well, that's different.
Oh God, it's not different. She's still white.
And because and you know why he's different, because rest in peace, Tina Marie, one of my favorite songsters of all times, a voice from heaven, like sent from God, the Holy Spirit, Jesus, and the revelation in the whole nine for me. Okay. So and so what I'm thinking to myself is, so I told him, I joked with him about it. I told him, so you can't be pro-black and have a white woman, except with the Tina Marie exception. There's like in the constitution of this thing, the Tina Marie exception. I'm like, but remember, that's a stage name, right? Her name was not Tina or Marie. Her name was Mary Christine Brockert. So for Omar, you can bring home Tina Marie, but not Mary Brockert. You know what I'm saying? Even though they're the same person. So, but in his
Okay,
mind, but
okay.
in his mind, he sees that white sister, and I call her a sister. I call her a sister. You know what I'm saying? She wasn't black enough, but again, that's a social construct. It was given to us. It was given to us as a separate, as a form of separation. And again, it doesn't mean that I don't recognize who we are and what we are in this country. Like anybody that looks at my material and my content, I know what time it is. But he sees her as a, like, shit, you ain't just at the picnic. Hell, you cooking and serving barbecue. You know what I'm saying? You cooking the ribs, you making a potato salad, and you did not put no raisins in that motherfucker because you know what time it was. You know what I'm saying? So what I'm saying is, so you can't have a Tina Marie exception. You know what I'm saying? You can't
No,
have it. But so I agree with you there. But I'm like, I, in good conscience, I cannot say that I am for the ultimate in brotherhood, connection, righteousness, you know, because everybody that's your skin folk ain't your kin folk. And if this white
right?
person gets you, if this white person supports you, if this white person is doing all the things to honor you, gets that excitement in their heart, you know what I'm saying, when they see you, and does not stand in your way, but helps and participates with you on your behalf for you and your people because they're a family now, how the hell am I go against that and discredit you in any form without being the person I'm fighting against? That's my thinking.
I can respect that. I can respect that.
Because I don't know them. I don't know their home. I don't know their conversations. She didn't get to choose her fucking color, and neither did he. Whether, the man is black or the man is white. You know what I'm saying? They had nothing to do with this. They didn't know when they was gonna be born, who the parents they was gonna be with, what environment, what religion they grew up in. They had none of that that was chosen for them.
I can respect all of that. I truly respect your opinion, and I think that's very well said. But for me, as the Black woman that I am, I will, if I wasn't married to a Black man, I would just keep figuring it out with my Black man until I got that right one that is gonna fit my, that's
Oh, no, no, no.
gonna be my
But
everything.
we ain't talking about you though. So that's different. That's separate from how you judge another person. So again, a black man or a black woman, 10 toes down, doing all the things, right? They out there, they making change, they making shit happen, but they got a white spouse.
I
Are you looking at
mean,
them differently?
no, honestly, I don't look at them differently. To me, at the end of the day, you mentioned it. Happiness comes in whatever you think it is, shape, form, color, or whatever. That's your happiness. That's your happy space. Do what you do. That's why I can go back to say, if my ex fell in love with my best friend, what's the damn difference? And I say best friend. What's the difference? Happiness is happiness. Who are we to judge where you find it at and what they look like? So it's everybody's preference. But if you 10 toes down, and I guess I always had this stigma, I get with a white man and he get mad and I'm your nigga.
But that's projecting.
Yeah.
because he might not be on that at all.
Or your family. It's a mental thing. Or your
Yeah.
family is like, oh my God, you brought a Black woman home. You with the Black woman. And you're absolutely correct, because I could have easily met a guy and his family didn't like shit about me, and they Black. So
The
you got a
motherfucker could be
valid
Clarence
point.
Thomas.
Oh yeah, yeah. So you got a valid point. I'm gonna go and give it to
It could be,
you. You win. You
it could
got
be Clarence
it.
Thomas. I cannot be what I'm fighting against.
Exactly. So you have a very valid
So,
point.
I'm penalizing a person solely on their skin color without any other information, and then delegitimizing the real work someone is actually out there doing for me and for my community. Based on, again, who gave us that in the first place? The enemy gave us that.
Right.
That's a colonized mind for me. Now, I ain't mad. Like if you just prefer a Black man, like that's different to me.
Yes.
Some people like
say
peanut
that I
butter
would
more than you
prefer.
like chocolate. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
That's a
I
totally
would
different
prefer.
situation from disqualifying someone worth and ability to contribute and add legitimacy, because that's a matter of taste. So there's a very fine line. Like, I'm cool with people who date outside their race. Like, that don't bother me. Like, I've done it.
Right. Exactly.
I'm not cool with somebody who says the other race is better than them. I'm not cool with somebody who says, well, I just date like white women because Black women are blah, 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 blah. I got a problem with that. I got a problem with that. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
Or, you know what I'm saying? So, or what have you. But, so those people, I'm going to take them to task. You know what I'm saying? I'll be like, you got a problem. We need to have a discussion. If you think, like my dad used to say, the white man's ice is colder. You know what I'm saying? That's some old school shit right there. So if you think the white man's ice is colder, you know what I'm saying? Well, that's a fucking problem. You know what I mean? Well, white women are just better. That's a fucking problem. Right. I'm sure you get some stereotypes in that bitch that you don't realize, and you got some issues.
Exactly.
And I can't respect that. But if you just so happen to, and this person is doing all the things, and they ain't standing in your way, but again, they're an ally, really helping you, hey, wanting to know and don't care about what your motherfucking family say because they down with you, how the fuck am I going to say something bad against that?
I agree. I mean, I can't.
Well, I'm just going to tell you now, just wait till you get the Black one in. Suffer, motherfucker, suffer. Suffer for the cause. Suffer for the culture. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
I can't argue with that stance because I can't argue with it. I'll say for myself, I prefer, but you make a very valid point. I can't even argue with you. I can't. That's, yeah. You win.
Again, let me tell you, for my cousin, that's a big up.
You win. I got you. You
because she
all you gotta do is
April is a 10 toes down. April Scott ain't no motherfucking joke. She 10 toes down. You see her sipping that wine.
I should have brought some cognac to this.
The next one we need some cognac. Yes. So y'all, man, I want to thank you so much. Like, I was worried that we didn't have enough material, but like I told you, we could have like 4 things on the plate, and by the time me and you get through with it, it's gonna be a whole deal. This was so fun. This was so
yes.
And I love you so much. I appreciate
love
you.
You back. Love you back.
I want to tell you that I really get a lot from you. You help me think. You challenge me. And I just really appreciate our relationship. You've always, ever since me and you connected, probably 15 years ago, something like that.
Like longer than that.
For real, like connected. Like, it's just been really golden, and I appreciate you. So thank you for contributing to the show. This was so much fun. I know we went long, and so guys, if you stuck with this, thank you. You're the best. So I just appreciate you. So I don't know, man. You got to talk to Omar about this theory and see
unless it's Tina Marie, right?
The Tina Marie exception. He knows if you say the Tina Marie exception, but tell him her name's not Tina or Marie. It's Mary.
Anywho.
Mary Brockert at that. You know what I'm saying? The whitest name ever.
Right. But this has been really fun. Thank you. Thank you so very much for even allowing me to be on the show. I'm always got some crazy topics or some crazy things that I talk about or whatever. I'm going against the grain with everybody else. But I thank you. This has been really fun. I love you dearly. You're my boy, you're my brother, you're my cousin, and much love to you.
Yo, thank you, man. So, all right, yo, thanks for joining us at the For Though Show, man. Hey, listen, if you stayed this long or if you had to come back to it, thank you. I appreciate you. Like, subscribe, share, do all of the things. And, we're just going to keep giving it to you. We're going to keep giving it to you with the real, the original. This is never any plaything, even when we playing. Even when we playing is serious business to cause thought-provoking, fun sometimes conversation, that makes this life and this journey worth it. You know what I mean? Worth it because life is serious. You only get one. So, with me, man, everything is intentional. So even my fun is intentional. My rest is intentional, right? And you have to do that for yourself. You have to have fun on purpose. You have to relax, blow off steam on purpose, no matter what that is. You go to the club, whatever you do, long as you ain't hurt nobody else. That's the main thing. Just don't hurt nobody else while you doing your thing. So thanks to you for joining us again. Appreciate you. See you next time. April, thank you for joining us, and we love you.
Thank you for having me. Love you
Peace.
back.
All right.